So in this video, we're going to learn about HTML attributes. HTML attributes provide information about HTML elements. So, for example, we can use the p tag. So, attributes here in HTML. So we're going to provide additional information for the elements. So this means that we're going to provide name, value, or other tags or information for the elements. So we can add in a link here and we can provide the ref. So this can be an absolute URL or a relative URL, meaning that a absolute URL is external. So we can put in HTML, HTTPS, google.com, and then Google. So if we go to the page, so right click on this, we go to live server, and to install the live server, you go to extension, type in and search live server, click on this one here, and you can install the extension. And then once you have done that, you can right click on the file, then open with live server, and then once you have done that, you'll be able to see the edits in real time. And then in this case, since we're talking about the attributes and we added the ref tag for the style for the element, this is going towards the Google. So when we click on this is directing the user to the Google page. Say if we want to direct the user to an image or another page, how would we do that? We would create another page. How would you do that? You right click on the new file, and type in the name of the file. It will be the name.html. HTML is extension, and then you would type in the doc, HTML, HTML head, and all the other elements that we went through in the last video. And once you have done that, then you can type in pages.html, and this is a relative URL. So this is directing the user to internal page. So this is directing the user to a page on the locally. Before we were directing user externally to an external page, so such as like Google or any other page. So there's also where you can copy the relative URL. So this is a relative URL. It's the page.html. If you want the relative, then it would be the full path of where this file came from. So it would be the user, your username or whatever admin or wherever the file is located, and then the folder that was created, and then it would be the file name. But in simplicity, you want to use the relative URL, and this would be so much easier for creating just a page that is just without a folder. But say if you have a folder, so say that this is a external. So if we put this in a folder and then we call this is another example of just relative URL. So we're just doing // So this is going outside of the folder here. So the beginning of the folder, so it will be intro to HTML. Then we would go into another folder, so it will be external, the one that we created, and then it will be the page. So this is the file that was also created. So this is another way of calling a file, a folder inside of a file, or you can do a folder, or you can do a file inside of a file, just like how we've had it from before. So I'm gonna have this, move this back here, and then I'm gonna have pages.html. So just for the sake of this tutorial. So we can go back HTML, and then we go to the browser, and it goes directly towards the page that we want to go. If we want to go to this page here, this external, and then the pages, we go back to /external, the page, the folder that we want to go to, and then it will be the file name, and then we go back to, we refresh this. If it didn't refresh automatically, and then we click on this, it should automatically show the edits in real time. But if it didn't, then just refresh it and it should display. Additionally, we can add in the image, and inside this image we have a source, and this source would be the image. So this image you can download in my GitHub repository that I would also link in this tutorial, and you can download and use it in the learning. And in order to actually call this or have it display the image, you would call it by the file name. And once you have the file name, then you can go back to the image here, and if you save it, so you can do Control S or Command S in Mac, and you save it, or you can refresh the page and it should show the image. You can also additionally style the image, so the width, height, add in numbers, so you can add in 500, 600, you can add in any numbers. This width and height attributes specifies the width and the height of the image, and it is in the pixels. So thank you for watching, and I hope you learned something, and make sure you follow and subscribe for more, and make sure you use the link and the GitHub repository. Thank you for watching.